So I'm gonna be real. This one might be more for me, but I've been really excited to try it. It's called Never Second in Rome, which I love history. I've gone over this so much. So much. I love history. And I've always kind of wanted a good historical kind of like RPG style game, right? I haven't really found any that managed to like scratch my itch. But this one seemed really good. So it's like an RPG set in ancient Rome. I guess you control a centurion and his unit. And I actually used to do a lot of reading on Rome. Rome was actually one of my, like, it wasn't my first foray into history that really got me into it, but it was kind of there, right? Like, I think my first game I played, the first game I played that got me really into history would have been Hearts of Iron 2. I think it was either that one or Rome Total War. I don't quite remember. I think it was Hearts of Iron 2, and then I heard about Rome Total War because I think it was coming out at the time, and I'm like, yo, I want to get in on that. So I played it, loved it, and so Rome Total War kind of got me interested in the Roman side of history. And so I love Roman history. I love anything to do with Roman history. I don't know like everything, of course. I'm not like an expert on Rome. All my history stuff is fairly spread out, right? But I love watching videos on Rome. I watch Historia Civilis. Watch him, he's great. I love that guy. Does a lot of good content. On Rome specifically. And yeah, I love anything historical and anything Rome, so I figured this would be a good one for me. So Never Second Rome. As always, with any of these demos, we are going to play for like an hour at most, maybe a little more, maybe a little less, depends on the demo. In fact, I'll even put up a little timer. I haven't actually been doing timers. Normally, when I record these now, I just look at OBS and it tells me how long I've been streaming or how long I've been recording for. But on a stream, I can't really do that because I don't stop the recording. I really should, but I don't. So I'll put the little timer going. I'll put it as soon as I hit new game. So yeah, should be good. So yeah, it's a demo. If there's bugs, don't judge it too harshly. You know, sometimes demos are just gonna have bugs. You gotta kind of expect it to an extent. Not everything can be perfect right out the gate, but of course we'll still judge it where it needs to be judged. You know, not every demo's, you know, we're not gonna like every game that's on here. But I think I'm gonna like this one. I'm pretty damn sure I'm gonna like this one. So what do we have for options? Sure, we'll leave desync on. Buy items without confirmation. No, we'll keep all that on for now. I don't know what archive is. I assume we get... Oh, is that how you load? Oh, no, because you load here. I don't know what it means with archive games then. I'm not too sure. So we're gonna have the new game. In general, attributes values range from 1 to 99. At this stage of character creation, you can assign values from 43 to 70. Further changes can be applied depending on your choices in the next step. Okay. Defines character's ability to face fear and danger with confidence. Your career choice requires a good deal of bravery. You will start with a high value. Okay. So if we are a centurion, what do I want in my centurion? Well, we gotta have high charisma, of course. Let's see, Jamber says, I used to play a ton of Rome Total War. Dude, same man. I played so much Rome Total War back in the day. It was absolutely crazy. I played that game so much. I even modded, I even modded the hell out of that game because I remember getting Europa Barbarum, which I loved. I loved Europa Barbarum. Such a good mod. And I even played like the remaster. The remaster to Rome Total War. And I loved it personally. I was actually really surprised how much I liked it. And it's so for anybody that hasn't, you know, we're gonna go on a little mini like ramble here. Anybody that hasn't played Rome Total War, give it a shot if you're interested in like, you know, more kind of tactical RTS-y, but also like city management kind of aspects, like light RTS and a lot of like turn-based like management and stuff, because it's really good. Like I'd say Rome Total War should probably be people's first step into it. Play the remaster, because you can get a lot out of it. Like you can even have your own little stories that kind of emerge from that game. which is really shocking. Like, I don't roleplay in games, really. I mean, sometimes I'll have, like, a character and I'll go, okay, well, this character's like this. I'll just have them I'll have them do what makes sense, right? Like in Crusader Kings or something. In Rome Total War, I don't really do that with intent to start with, but as the game goes on, you'll get attached to certain characters, like to certain generals. You'll get attached to certain generals, and you will have a little story made out for them. Like, I'll give you two examples. Okay, I'll give you two examples. One of them was a dude who I had in Carthage, which is, I'm not gonna explain too much, but it's just like a town that it's a city that Rome fights. I had a general stationed in like Carthage, and I'm like, okay, I'm fighting a lot of dudes now. Oh man, I can't. And he was like in the city. He was the governor, and I'm like, okay, I'm not really able to send them like any reinforcements. So they're just gonna have to make do. And I'm like, I'm gonna lose the city eventually. I'm just gonna like wear down the enemy a little bit. He's kind of a sacrificial lamb. And for so many sieges, no matter how many dudes he had, he managed to hold the city. He would keep on losing dudes and units, and I'm like, okay, now he's gonna die. But he kept on managing to like hold the city. So I'm like, wow, this guy's a badass. He's a total badass. Eventually, I think he did fall in a battle, and I'm like, oh no. But then his dudes still like kept fighting. I'm like, oh my god, he inspired. See, it's just a video game. None of this actually really happened, right? But it's like, damn, he like inspired his dudes. That was my little thing for him. And then they were eventually reinforced, and I'm like, damn, he actually, like, I don't know, it was really cool to have like that kind of experience of the character. And with how they gain traits and everything, it's like, man, I don't know, there's something really cool about that. And then I had another dude who had to like defend the north from like the barbarian tribes. And he just kept on slaughtering all of them. Like, he would take on like 2 or 3 armies on his own, and he would just like win. And I'm like, oh my god, this guy's like a monster. Once again, I thought I was gonna lose like cities, but he's like holding them off and ambushing them, and I'm like, man, it's a cool dude. It's so cool. I love Rome Total War for that. You don't really get that in any other Total War game. You kind of get it in Medieval, but I feel like in Rome, the way the traits work, just so much better. I love Rome Total War. I love it so much. You can get into... I love it so much. Anyway, so we're making a Centurion. So I want my Centurion to be charismatic. Okay. Coordination. Okay, so I want him to be charismatic, so we're gonna pump him up to like a 60 charisma. He's got to be pretty smart, so we'll bump him to like a 55 int. He's got to be strong, 55 strength. I could bring some of this down. Let me think. Does he... Gotta have a high constitution. I don't really want to lower anything, because I'm not really too sure. Oh, he's got to be aware. He's got to be a very aware dude. He's got to be... I'm trying to think. Does he have to be smart? Yeah, he's got to be smart. Okay, so we'll bump that up to 60. So this is his everything so far. Okay, so what do we have here? So now we gotta select bonus features. I do not meet all the requirements. So I can meet the requirements for Fearless. Iron-willed. Talented. Okay, so this is interesting. So you... This is actually really interesting. So I might actually go back and change some of his stuff a little bit. Ooh, versatility. Okay, so versatility is actually pretty solid too. That's 53 for everything. Astute. Ah, but that brings his bravery down. I don't want that. He's a smart guy. Charmer. Man, I kind of want like huge and Charmer, so we'll definitely pump Fearless in there. Do I try to get Charmer? Because what's his charisma at now? It's at 60. I mean, I need 2 more. We can bring down his... Trying to think. I want to bring something down, but I don't really want to bring down too much. I'll bring down like 2 Constitution and pump his Charisma up by like 1. That way he can be a Charmer and Fearless, and pump his Bravery up. I can't pick like anything else. Yeah, I can't add any more. Okay, so he's a Fearless Charmer. You actually forgot it got remastered. You have to look at it. I think it's pretty good. I think it's a pretty good remaster. I don't know what the general consensus is for it, but I only had like 1 glitch for it, and everything looked really nice. And I loved how they made it so you could have like a more kind of modern camera scheme for it. It was really good. Definitely look into the remaster, and you get the expansions with it as well, which I haven't even touched yet. I really should. Maybe I'll go back and play this. Anytime I see int and strength slider, I have the urge to create shrunk dumb man in RPGs and D&D. I love it. It's always fun, right? You gotta be strong, and you gotta be smart, and you gotta be larger than life. Hell yeah. Okay, so we are going with that. He's a Fearless Charmer. Hey! Oh, interesting, my past. You must select the path that led you to becoming a Centurion. You've been directly commissioned as a Centurion, following in the footsteps of your father, a Centurion himself. You've always shown promise as far as combat skills are concerned. Have long been prepared to take this career path. Or do you want to be promoted? I mean, this one has minimum requirements, so I wonder if you'll get more of these. You joined the army about 3 years ago. Your qualities combined with favorable circumstances allowed you to be entrusted with more and more important roles of responsibility, culminating in a recent appointment to Centurion. You're the only one who remembers that song. I thought you were gonna do the song that if you're gonna be dumb, you gotta be tough. And I'm like, that's not the one he's doing. I don't actually know that song. I knew it was a song, but I don't know which one. Okay, so you'll gain more modifiers when you select details of your early career. Okay, so we're promoted in the ranks? Because I think that just makes sense, right? Oh, year 1. Ooh. Oh, I see. Okay, so shortly after joining the army, your remarkable qualities earned you a special assignment. One of the bookkeepers of the Legion, a hornblower who translates orders into acoustic signals on the battlefield. Or the guard commander of a century. I feel like we gotta be a guard commander. That gets me a lot, actually. I don't get as much awareness, but I get discipline. So you're gonna be that one, of course, because you don't want to be a bookkeeper in a century, right? You want to be like one of the dudes who's out there. During your 2nd year, your professionalism and talent were acknowledged in your role as an important administrative and organizational post in the Legion. I can't do that one. This one I could do. The guard commander of a century, thanks to your experience, you have access to this position regardless of your attributes. 2nd in command within a century and battle the Optio is positioned at the back of the formation to maintain order. You've been a Tesserarius during your 1st year. You're now experiencing enough for this position, regardless of your attributes. You could be a signifier. Standard bearer of a century, a prestigious yet dangerous position. If you've been Okay, so I think we're gonna be an Optio. I think we're gonna be an Optio because I mean, that to me it makes sense, right? Like being a signifier would be good, sure. And this is just like we're just like a guard commander again. But I think this was a pretty prestigious position. But is it more prestigious than this? I don't remember. I don't know what Rome would have considered better. I think they're both considered pretty good. I think we'll do an Optio. In your 3rd year, you're in a position of significant standing within the century. Okay, so now we can still be the Optio. Or we can be the signifier. Do we stay Optio? Yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember what is considered better in Rome. What Rome would consider better. I think it'd be the Optio. So we could be an Optio for 2 years in a row, which I think we will be. This ups my bravery, though. I do want to be a brave boy. Sigma Fire. Ooh. I do want to be a Sigma. Let's go. We changed positions. And finally, you're transferred to a newly raised legion as a Centurion. So we got really high charisma. We got a really good bravery. We're pretty smart, apparently. So now my early career is complete. Oh boy, so for individual and a name. Hereditary name. Hereditary name. Okay, so we're gonna be, so this is my given name, the one I was given by my parents. So we're gonna be Fragonius, or Fragonius. And so my family name, Gaminicus. Okay, so we're Fragonius Gaminicus. I don't know what a cognomen is. It's a hereditary name. I don't think this would really matter too much to me. This is optional. So I guess, yeah, I don't think I need it. Let's see. I misremembered the lyrics, apparently holding up for, oh, it's holding up for a hero. Oh, really? Oh, yes, you're right. Now that you said that, now I can hear it in my head from Shrek. Of course. Something about that hits the deep wrinkles of my brain that I can't place it. Right, but dude, yeah. Then again, that was an age when even the original artists often tailor their song lyrics and they perform them for different movies and stuff, right? Alright, so Fragonius Gaminicus. Oh, I get to pick my legion! Oh no, it's my second in command, my Optio! I get to pick my Optio. Your Optio is, in several respects, your second in command within the Sentry. In battle, the Optio is positioned at the rear. That was me. Charisma is an Optio's most important attribute. Good awareness and discipline are also desirable. Intellect might help on occasions. So we're looking for a charismatic, aware, disciplined man. I don't see what is discipline. So I'm looking at Marcus Astorius here because he's very charismatic. He's very brave. He has pretty good awareness. And his discipline is 50, but it has a chance to go up to 70. His sword and shield isn't as good as the other one, so we're mostly, but he ideally shouldn't be fighting anyway, right? So I think Marcus, I think we can raise him as our like second, well, as our like adopted son in a way. So I'm gonna select Marcus as my Optio. He's pretty strong. Yeah, no, he's pretty good. Yeah, Marcus is my man. A sentry is the unit commanded by the Centurion. As part of a freshly raised legion, your sentry is very close to its nominal strength of 80 men. 6 sentries form a cohort, the basic tactical unit of the Roman army, and 10 cohorts form a legion. Armies are usually composed of several legions, depending on the scope and importance of a campaign. So my 74 strength, I'm the 10th cohort. I'm the 11th legion. Okay. You will remain with your sentry for a very long time, but not through your whole career. It is not uncommon for centurions to be eventually transferred to a different legion. Yeah, because you don't want them getting like Caesar level strength and like being with their dudes. Okay, so this is just literally my sentry. It's what I have. All right. We're pretty good at engineering, so we're like the engineering century. Fevered troops will be responsible for engineering tasks. Those with a little background in the field are rare and precious. Guess we'll have to catch up. Okay. Alright. So that's my sentry. Give me a kiss. There's not a single power left in the whole Grade C that could contest Rome's hegemony. Several generations have passed since the days of Hannibal's war. The conflict so total and dreadful as to eclipse any slaughter of the past. Carthage itself was destroyed decades later, almost a century ago. In the years between the Kingdom of Macedonia and the Seleucid, I believe is how it's supposed to be pronounced, Empire, 2 of the most prominent descendants of Alexander's conquest had been vanquished. Okay. A little bit low there. In many respects, Rome had never been so strong, and yet internally the Republic began to show the first cracks. The victories brought prosperity, but wealth was increasingly concentrated in the hands of a few. The traditional levy army that had won so many victories became less and less sustainable. Citizens had to meet minimum property requirements to serve in the legions and provide their own equipment. But to serve in a distant province meant being away from home for years and let one's land to ruin. Many farmers came back poor from service, and to aggravate the detrimental imbalance, they had little choice but to sell to the large landowners. That is true. Their impoverishment also meant that less manpower would be available to feed the ravenous military needs of Rome. There were political attempts to address the situation, but they met the opposition of the senatorial class and came to nothing. Sometimes they even ended in violence. The presence of volunteers, often recruited from the poorest citizens, became progressively more frequent. The first prominent example was made about 50 years ago, when Consul Gaius Marius, the Marius reforms, recruited thousands among the destitute for his campaign in the kingdom of Numidia. At least I think this would be the guy that did the Marius reforms. A steady pay and a grant of land on discharge were a great attraction for those who were desperate and had nothing to lose. Yeah, okay. Their destiny became entwined with that of their commander. Their loyalty was to him and no longer to the state. A dangerous arrangement in society with a ruling class strongly driven by individual competition. With Marius was an officer, one Lucius Cornelius Sulla. Yes, Sulla. I know about him too. Who proved extremely capable. They say a bitter rivalry was born between the two during those days. After Numidia, they both went on to become famous generals and heroes of the Republic. Then, exactly 30 years ago, Sulla attained consulship and raised a large army to respond to the aggression of King Mithridates of Pontus in the east, a campaign that promised rich spoils of war. When Marius used his political ties to supersede Sulla's command, Sulla left Rome and reached his legions. He played on the soldiers' fear that Marius would recruit his own army and they would be disbanded, losing the opportunity for abundant plunder. He convinced them to do what even Hannibal couldn't do in the old days and marched on Rome itself. The sheer horror of the civil war that ensued left a deep scar to this day. Rome was stormed twice again by the two factions, each episode surpassing the previous one in atrocity. In the end, Sulla proclaimed himself dictator, even after the decade-long internecine conflict and the death of Sulla. The situation remained tense. 20 years later, there's still fear among the elite that a man with enough resources and support might turn that strength against Rome and seize power by force. One such potential threat is Pompey, who in his youth had helped Sulla crush the opposition with an army raised by his own expenses. Recently, he returned from the prosperous East after a string of victories that yielded enormous riches and made him by far Rome's most successful living general. Another Crassus, the most affluent man in the city besides Pompey. Pompey. It's Pompey. I don't know why I'm saying Pompey. You live in Gallia Cisalpina. That's the south and east of the Alps mountain range, and immediately to the north of the province of Italia. As customary, a new governor with proconsular authority was appointed in Rome to take charge here. What is not customary is that he was granted an extraordinarily long mandate. This is Caesar. Interesting. That will expire 4 years from now. His rule would also include neighboring... how do you say that? Illyricum? Illyricum. It's Illyricum. That's it. And the province of Gallia Transalpina that lies beyond the Western Alps. An important tract of territory to the south of Gallia proper. The vast land inhabited by many tribes outside of Rome's authority. These provinces already had a combined garrison of 4 legions. The 7th, the 8th, the 9th, and the 10th. That's me. A more than respectable force. The order to raise 2 more legions, the 11th and the 12th, came as a big surprise. Or am I the 11th? The news brought a major change in your life because you were promoted to centurion and took charge of one of the 60 centuries, composing the 11th. About 80 men are now under your command. Pronounced the word right the last time. It basically means among within. Alright, very cool. Alright, so I have about 80 men under my command. As you prepare to spend the next months transforming your recruits into versatile tools of conquest, rumors spread wildly about the intentions of the new proconsul. Whatever plans he has, this Gaius Julius Caesar must be a man of no small ambition. Geez, no one's gonna remember this guy. During the camp phase of the game, so I should probably start my hour-long thing now. I figure we're in the game proper. I'm gonna start my hour. Realistically, I should have started it earlier, but still. During the camp phase of the game, you'll organize the training activities and take care of other tasks. When the turns run out, a main event will follow, usually a battle. You won't be able to proceed to the next turn until you have assigned all the mandatory training points to yourself and your sentry. You can do so in the training section. Okay. So this is my sentry, huh? How well and timely are you performing administrative duties? Supervision. Okay. Education. Other duties. In this section, you can assign training points to various activities. You can also move to your sentry's training location. Training section. You may hover your cursor over various elements of the interface for more specific information. Part of your time is absorbed by administrative duties. If you neglect this activity, your administration score will drop below 0, and you'll eventually incur penalties. This is the user's opinion. Characters with high intellect will require less to avoid lagging behind. Okay. Share hardships. Education. Okay, so points available. So I have training points, I got extra points, and I got respite. Mentor points must be assigned. Shared respite, inspired respite, points reduce strain, can have a positive effect on morale. Extra points are used. They have a negative effect on morale, and they increase strain. Only for the Centurions, the current workload will provide most of the discipline training in a way similar to the drill training for the troops. The heavier the workload, the better the training. However, a heavy workload, especially for long periods, will build up strain. Okay, so there's a bit of a balance here. Interesting, interesting. I mean, I'd like them to be... So this is... Okay, so this is for me. Status posterior. Okay. Okay, so this is for me. So we gotta do something for me. So we gotta put a couple into administration, some into supervision. Obviously, we need like at least one of each. Some in coordination. I do want to up my skill 32. This is what I currently have. Skill is 32. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Less effort to avoid lagging behind. Is reduced by 1 for each turn. Shared hardships not used. Okay. So let's up my sword technique and my shield technique. And we'll put a little bit into strength. And that will go to my sentry. Other duties. Different duties to attend to. Guard patrol. Blah, blah, blah. Negative. Blah, blah, blah. Reaching points are enough to maintain the current other duty score. I just main training for the engineering skill. Hail Caesar's opinion. Okay, so we're just gonna figure this out. Sporadic and frequent. Sporadic? But for a lot more from frequent training. Portions blah, 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 to training. This comes at a cost of slight penalty to other benefits of the training drill. Or 4 strength penalty, sentry, blah 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 blah. Okay. Okay. Oh wait, no, wait. Okay, so wait. So I have okay. So the points are different. Okay, so I can put a little bit more into my administration, a little bit more into coordination. To improve endurance. I mean, we want some into coordination. A javelin is really good to have, though. Constitution. I mean, I did have to put my constitution down a little bit. But I don't want it to be even. Like, I feel like it's kind of boring if I have everything be even. So we're going to put my administration up by 2. We get some respite. Yeah, so yeah, okay. So we won't use my respite. Won't use my extra. I'll have my troops train. So drilling. So let's see. Possible to surpass one's potential, but only with very intensive training, of course. So we're gonna drill them. You gotta drill your troops, right? So they get an automatic like up there. Train them in javelin, because that's relatively important. Train in shield, train in sword. Do I want to put more into their javelin work? I'll put 2 into coordination, because we want to get the coordination up as well. We'll work on the constitution later. Specializations. For each notable individual or staff member, you can emphasize a specific training. Selected training receives a 25% specialization bonus. Other training is available for specialization. Those only will receive a 10% penalty. No influence on strain. Receives a 25% specialization bonus, but other training available for specialization. Those only will receive a 10% penalty. Okay, so I could specialize. But I don't think I want to yet. So that seems pretty good, I think. We gotta give them some respite. Okay, so that's just like saved, right? Yeah, okay. The inventory, so this is what we have. We have 300 denarii. Don't really have much for arms stuff. I don't have anything on the stash either. AR, anti-armor resistance, damage protection. Okay, so I mean, this isn't... that's for me specifically. Oh, my dudes don't have shoes. Well, I mean, it makes sense, right? I'm gonna have the best stuff. I am the Centurion. Oh, no, this is for Marcus. Specifically. Okay, well, I mean, I am the Centurion. Okay, so that's looking pretty solid. Summaries. Morale. Yeah, so this is gonna be easier to read, like, as we play. That's my wage. Payment is made in 3 installments. Okay, so I do get my monies. So we're there right now, and we'll slowly go up. Overall morale is good. For me, for my sentry. Wait, for my reputation. Troops' opinion, religion. Integrity, valor. Okay. So what about the people? Sentry staff. Okay, so I don't have a signifier yet. Notable individuals. Okay, so man, there's a lot here. Have you fallen? Man, okay, this is pretty deep already. Okay, I'm liking this. There's no, oh wait, I don't have money, so I can't really trade. Buy slaves. Buy luxury goods. Buy interesting piece of art. Camp followers in nearby towns provide plenty of opportunities to have a good time. Well, I don't go without my troops. I'm not gonna do anything without my troops. Yet. Okay, next turn. Coordination. Blah, blah, blah. Morality, stability has been applied. So we're stable? Oh, my supervision's bad, though. Need to supervise a bit more. So I got money. Okay, it's actually pretty solid. So I guess we can just kind of keep this the same, although I should put supervision up a little bit, probably. I need to supervise my dudes a little bit more, I think. Well, only a little bit more. Put one to my javelin. Okay, so we can just keep on. Okay, so I got. So I got money now. I could just save up. For morale to the detriment of your discipline. The content. Okay. Oh, this is really interesting. Hispanian sword. Okay. What's this? Troops' opinion. Okay, my opinion. Okay, my troops' opinion's going up a bit. Naturally gifted at commanding respect. Good. Okay, what's this? A legionary discreetly offers you a 50 saturity? I don't know. Saturity? You let him dodge most menial and strenuous duties for a year. Oh. Well, I don't need to do corporal punishment for this, but I feel like we need to be a unified troop, right? I can't let one legionary be like, well, can I just pay you? I'm not about that. I'll let it go once. I'll let it go once, my dude. I'll let it go once. Okay, my integrity went up. Okay, good. So, what's education? So, active education will increase your humanitas by 6 AP and slowly improve your intellect and charisma over time. None of your respect points are being spared. The benefits are reduced. Okay, so I need to be educated then. So let's share hardships. You'll temporarily announce your privileges and share the hardships of your troops. The opinion will gain. Downside is that your morale stability will be reduced by 5. Besides, if there are slaves in your service, you won't benefit from the morale stability bonus. Top of that, the strain reduction granted by your rank will be suspended. Okay. So basically, I don't really want to do this yet, but I will do education. Say... Okay, well, my respite points are being spared. So I should keep education going then. That does, like, nothing wrong for me. Okay, I think this is fine. I think we can just keep on doing turns. Moral stability has been applied. Okay, because I'm just so curious about what my morale is like sitting at. Okay, so my morale is going up a little bit. Okay, so we're doing pretty good. So I think we can just keep going a few turns. Oh, I got an action. Okay. This morning, your sentry is taking part in a mock battle. Line up with the rest of the cohort, armed with buttons, swords, and javelins. The men wait in silence for the starting signals. The tribunes are watching. First part of the exercise involves basic maneuvers. When a response contains a check, you can hover the cursor over for more details, including the abilities improved. First one of difficulty. So this is like to just kind of show you combat, I guess. Success. Defense, maintain formation. Assess your sentry. The sentry keeps up with the rest of the cohort without too much confusion. Good enough for raw recruits. Okay, so there's like a roll of the dice kind of mechanic for some of these. It's time to hurl the javelins at the mock enemy. Check for a single well-coordinated volley. Attempt a single well-coordinated volley. Let each soldier throw independently, not as effective but easier to execute. I think we're pretty coordinated. We failed. Damn. Had this been a real battle, your men would have done more damage to themselves than to the enemy. Ability, morale, fatigue. So my morale didn't get me a bonus for that one. We failed. Damn! The way our legionaries hold themselves, their posture, everything shows their lamentable lack of proper training. Okay, so that's the point of like getting some of your other stuff up too then. The men have shown some shortcomings during the drill. Perhaps you should address them before they have to face real danger. Okay, I think that's reasonable. Okay, so I mean I'm working on your javelin stuff though, my dudes. Like all your stuff is literally going up. I think I just got a bit unlucky. Like what's my century stuff here? 18, 16, 18, 22. I mean, I think it's going up enough. I was like really close. What was the thing I did really good on? Was that like discipline? I mean, I'm just gonna keep what I have. I think I just got a bit unlucky. Best as yet happens. Yeah. You've been sleeping especially well. Okay, so less strain on me. That's good. I'm checking this a lot, by the way, but I mean, I'm just very, very intrigued by like how I'm actually doing. I mean, do I want to put any strain on my troops? I feel like I kind of should, to be honest. I feel like the strain is there for a reason. I need to beef them up a little bit. Troops opinion. I know, I'm sorry, my dudes, but we need a little bit more effort here. We need just a little bit more effort. So, you know, train on your sword and shield a little bit more. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, but we you know what? I'll work harder too. I too will work harder. I'm also gonna work harder on my. Oh wait. Oh, but my education though. Never mind. I'm not gonna work quite as hard. I'm sorry, lads. Did I get any more money? No. I'm gonna wait for a little bit more money. Morale going down a little bit. I can appoint some dudes. I'm gonna appoint a signifier. Melee skills and bravery are very important to a signifier. Charisma is also beneficial. You can appoint one of the eligible staff members and notable individuals. I mean, he's my Optio. I gotta pick out a new signifier. So, select the best. Please select the best ability of this character. What was it? It was bravery. What was it that I need? Wait, hold on. Yeah, wait. What does it say I need? Melee and bravery are important for a signifier. It says up here. Charisma is also beneficial. So, he needs to be brave. And he needs... See, is it strength? What would be considered melee? Strength or sword? We'll do strength. Oh, wait. It said pick 2. Oh, the best ability. Well, it has to be bravery then. These superior abilities for the character. So strength, sword, and charisma. So yeah, charisma is also beneficial. Look for better than average abilities. Discipline, intellect, awareness, constitution. The worst ability of the character. I don't think it needs a ton of coordination. An Optio whose awareness and intellectual partners could have asked for advice. Okay, well, I'm too smart. Okay, so this is what we have for the generated stuff. That seems okay. Yeah, it seems pretty good, actually. Potentially, yeah. Okay, so you have Titus Caudius. Titus Caudius. Have you guys done any deeds? None yet. I guess I should appoint Trizarius, too. The guard commander. I mean, I was one of these. Guard commander of the sentry. Good discipline. I'd be at least a little above average. Good discipline and intellect. Charisma and awareness have their importance too. So the best ability of this character, I think, is going to be discipline. The superior abilities, I think, have to be intellect, charisma, and awareness. Awareness, intellect, and is it charisma? Discipline, intellect, charisma, and awareness. Yes. The better abilities, bravery. Let bravery be a part of it. And we'll throw on coordination because I feel like he has to be coordinated, quick, and he's got to have some good strength. The worst ability, probably gonna be javelin. I don't think he needs much of a javelin ability. So generate for me a dude. Yes? Yeah, no, this is fine. Alright, so Septimus Albanius. Excellent. Okay, so we got our dudes. Okay, so far so good. Morale's going down a smidgen. But it still is overall a 65, which I don't think is too bad. Yeah, now we move on. Caesar's opinion, doing me pretty solid. Trouble is brewing in the west. On a plateau beyond the northern Alps live the Helvetii, a Gallic, it's Gallic, because Gaelic is the thing in the UK. A Gallic people, one of the strongest. The harsh Jura mountains separate them from most of the other Gauls, and the river Rhine from the Germanic peoples. They have decided to make your time more interesting by abandoning their land and moving into the vast and fertile plains between the Rhone and Garonne. I don't know, that one I don't know how to pronounce. Part of the large independent region that your people call Gallia. On top of that, they have convinced several neighboring tribes to join them in their adventure. So this is literally just playing out history then. Of the two routes available, the easier by far passes right through Gallia Transalpina, a Roman province and one under responsibility of the new proconsul Caesar, has just arrived from there, where he met with the ambassadors of the Helvetii. They asked for free passage, but despite their reassurances that they would not cause damage, Caesar stalled and then denied their request. The region suffered an uprising only a few years ago, and although the situation under control, so a bit of a typo, is under control now, the passage of the Helvetii could spark a disaster. Gallia is in modern-day France, you are correct. The Gauls were old-school Frenchmen, apparently. I don't know why we don't just call it Gaul still. I think that'd be really cool. But you are correct, very well done. To complicate matters, there's only one legion stationed in Gallia Transalpina. The rest, including yours, are wintering near Aquileia, hundreds of miles to the east of the crisis. When the talks were still underway, Caesar ordered the destruction of the bridge in Geneva, the city closest to the Helvetii, and the building of a ditch and an earthwork wall. A single legion had no hope to stop the Helvetii in a pitched battle. With the help of these obstacles, their passage could be impeded. Yeah, not to be confused with confused with is that the old pronunciation of jail? I can never remember. I think that's how you spelled jail in the old English. After unfruitfully probing at the defenses, the moving host had no choice but to opt for the other more difficult road passage. Thank you, Claus. More difficult road passing between the Jura and the river Rhone. On the surface, this should have settled things, but such situations are never so simple. If there was uncertainty about the Helveti's unfriendliness before, they will surely be hostile from now on. After what transpired at the border, if they reach their destination, there will be a powerful enemy occupying the plains to the north of your province that already lives in a precarious balance. It is easy to guess what happens next. Caesar is here at Aquileia to take control of his remaining 5 legions, cross the Alps again and intercept the Helvetii before they can complete their plan. The new route will take them through the territory of Sequani, another of the numerous independent Gallic tribes that live to the north of the lands controlled by Rome. They will have to negotiate their passage. At least this will buy you some time. Your soldiers nervously prepare to leave camp under your supervision. They weren't expecting to go on campaign so soon after joining the army. The orders are to travel light, to march as quickly as possible. As Aquileia slowly disappears into the horizon, you silently meditate about what is waiting at the end of the long road ahead of you. Part 1. Interesting. This is so interesting. The crossing of the Po Valley is fast and easy, but now you have reached the Alps. Barbarian tribes with no liking for Roman trespassers live here, and will do their best to make your trip as memorable as possible. You have to build a fortified camp to spend the night in. Your sentry is made of young and inexperienced soldiers, and although not much is expected of them yet, they will have to do their part. Your sentry is assigned simple tasks during the construction of the camp. Okay. Generous superior quality according to your standard production, however, normal is heavily reduced. Need more service engineering is low. Okay, so I see. So I have 20 turns to do this. Okay, I see. Can I do both? No. Okay, so we'll just have it be normal. Okay. This is really interesting. So I'll try to get some superior quality done, but I want to make sure I actually get it completed. I might even need to push my men to work a little faster. No, I'm not going to need to. I might need to a little bit depending on my rolls, though. Okay, we can try for some superior quality. Not much. Okay, I think we gotta work a little bit faster. Okay, never mind. Troops have been. I'm sorry, troops. I didn't know if 20. Okay, so before the end of the last turn. Okay, so my bad, troops. I didn't have to work you that hard. Probably bonus 8 AP. Okay, good. Potential engineering has increased. All right. Potential. Okay. Turn catches veteran battles by moving him to the back, but don't overdo it, or he might be seen as. Okay, all right. The crossing goes on. These mountain roads are treacherous, and the locals. I don't know how you pronounce that. I've never actually seen that one. The Serotrons? The. Oh my god, I don't know how to pronounce any of these. Gryocelli? And Caturgis? Never miss an opportunity to harass you. Several times, units from the 3 more experienced legions have to engage them to fend off an ambush, or to repel an attempt to block your path. This afternoon, you are accompanying your sentry to collect wood. Your perimeter is surrounded by elements of the 7th, who are performing the same task. You are approaching a lazy recruit when suddenly you are interrupted by a cry of alarm to your left. You're under attack. Your men are too inexperienced to throw into the fray. They should perform for battle, but stay back in reserve where it is safer. Optio, stay with the recruits so you go to help the front line. Now do I stay with my troops? I think... See, on one hand, like, I should tell my Optio... Stay, but I mean, then I'm leaving my legion, though. Or my cohort. Or whatever. I'm leaving something. I'm leaving my sentry. This might help my valor. Okay, hold on, what are my skills? Endurance, not as good. I'm content. I think. Oh my god, I don't see. I think a true Roman would stay with like his dudes. I'm gonna stay with my dudes. I think it just makes sense. In a matter of minutes, reinforcements arrive and the ambushes are quickly dispersed. See, I don't want to, because I know how Romans are. If I go in there, they'll be like, well, why didn't we go in? Did you not believe in us or something like that? So I gotta let them do it. With so little training, the journey through the Alps is being especially demanding of your soldiers. Combativeness points are converted into everyday morale with a ratio of 4-1. Okay. Lead them through the ordeal. Oh boy. I did it! Success. You play on their friendly rivalry with your twin legion, the 12th. They do not want to look weak beside your peers. Their leadership and the example provided by the 3 elder legions help restore their confidence. Yeah, that's right. My discipline going up, including individuals. Potential discipline. Okay. On the 7th day since you entered these accursed mountains, you finally emerge into the territory of Gallia Transalpinia. Here you join the legion that Caesar left to garrison the border. Now you are at full strength. You see the consul talking to a stern-looking senior officer. He must be Titus Labienus, the legate who was left in charge of the troops stationed here. Caesar and Labienus go back a few years, or so you are told. Lingering fatigue is greatly reduced from everyone, barring the effects of strain. The Helvetii have not been idle during the time it took you to come all the way here from Aquileia. They have crossed the land of the Sequani, and are moving through the area controlled by their neighbors, the Oh my god, this one I should know how to pronounce the Adwi? A tribe in very friendly terms with Rome. When an embassy from the Adwi reaches your camp, rumors spread that they have come to ask for your help. The Helvetii are pillaging their fields and they lack the means to defend themselves. There's no time to waste, and very soon you pass over the Rhone. And is that how you say Rhine in Latin? I don't know. And press on outside because I'm sure it must be the Rhine of some sort, right? And press on outside of the territory of the province. Scouts report that the Helvetii have been crossing the Saône, a tributary of the Rhone, up north. With improvised rafts and boats for 20 days. About 1/4 of their people are still stuck on the side of the river. Caesar resolves to take 3 of the experienced legions and moves at quick pace to catch them by surprise. The messengers that come back from the battleground talk of a one-sided massacre. Busy as they were crossing the river, the Helvetii were totally unprepared for a battle. Now Caesar intends to build a bridge to get over the Saône as quickly as possible and put the pressure on the bulk of the enemy forces that are on the other side. So my engineers are pretty good from what I recall. I think my engineers are actually pretty solid. I mean, I'm at 29. That's okay. Yeah, I'm gonna send them to help. Damn it. I was 1 roll away. Your engineers are sent back. They're only getting in the way. Man, I mean, it was... I can't punish them. It was my call. I can't shift the blame to them. It was literally my call, alright? It was literally my call. Not their fault. Not their fault they rolled a 29 instead of a 30. It takes your army only 1 day to cross the river. With you is a force of 4,000 horsemen recruited among the locals and the nearby Gallic tribes, including the Adwi. The Helvetii are very close now. Close enough that they send a delegation to talk. The confrontation has gone too far, and neither Caesar nor their leaders seem interested in a peaceful solution. Can have a little sippy. The next day, the Helvetii resume their journey. When the proconsul sends the cavalry to follow them closely, the enemy manages to ambush them and drive them off with a much smaller force. This is bad. They will get bolder. For 15 days, you follow them at a reasonable distance, never getting closer than 5 or 6 miles. You don't see much. Your legion is kept far from the most dangerous positions, but you have to stop often because they tell you the Helveti's rear guard has taken a liking to provoking your column to fight. Caesar refuses a direct clash for now, contenting himself with preventing foraging parties from leaving the safety of the hostile convoy. You still haven't figured the proconsul out, but at least he is smart enough to not engage the enemy on their own terms. The Adwi were supposed to supply you with grain, but for some reason they are delaying. Perhaps not all of them are on your side. Perhaps some fear that your help will come at a price, and they would rather live under the yoke of other Gauls than that of the Romans. There are meetings between Caesar and some leaders of your allies, but very little transpires. You're only 18 miles from the... I don't know how you pronounce that either. The Bibrasti? The Bibrasti? Oh my god, I don't know. I don't know enough Latin to just like assume pronunciation of words. Oh my god, but I should know that one though. The largest city of the Adwi. The commander decides to stop following the enemy. The new priority is to reach the city and use this opportunity to stock up on food before resuming chase. It is not long before you are informed that the Helvetii have returned around to pursue you. They must have interpreted your sudden change of course as a sign of fear. Your cavalry is sent to engage their vanguard to buy time. Caesar is seen dismounting along with all of his closest officers. Their horses are taken away. Today the proconsul will share the same dangers as his army. If the fight goes wrong, his fate will be no different than yours. Your legion and the 12th are ordered to move up to a nearby hill to guard the baggage. The auxiliary light infantry is with you. The remaining 4 legions form upon the field below, disposed on 3 lines. The mass moving against them is impressive. During the last few weeks, you've heard a lot about the Helvetii, of how their warfare skills are constantly honed by their continual conflicts with the Germani. Javelins from your first line create gaps in the enemy phalanx, but the struggle hangs in the balance. The clash is even more brutal than you expected. From your vantage point, you have a clear view. You can barely contain your nervousness. It is a torment to watch the battle unfold as you stand here doing nothing. When things seem to take turn for the better, and the Helvetii start retreating towards a nearby mount, about a mile from the battleground, the rearguard emerges in the distance and threatens your open flank. The third line of your army is hastily rearranged to stop them. The battle keeps going on two fronts. It is almost sunset when the enemy starts to buckle under the constant pressure. Part of them retire towards the mountain, the rest of their wagons. There they will make one last stand. Your cohort and a few others are directed away from the hill to control some possible escape roads. They are placed to guard a difficult pass. Anyone who tried to break through here would be at a serious disadvantage. You wait. The sky is darkening and it is getting cold when you spot a disarrayed group of spearmen approaching. They're still far away and the light is not ideal, but they do not look like battle-hardened veterans. They carry small shields, light infantry then. At any rate, you'd better not underestimate them. These people are taught to fight from a very young age, and they are always dangerous. They're definitely coming in your direction. You must fight. You glance back at your men, or you glance back. Your men look tense but not scared. Their vantage point gives them confidence, just as well because you do not think they would be ready to fight on equal terms. Do you want to ask for the gods' favor in the impending battle? I mean, my morale is at 60. I assume this boosts my morale. I'm gonna say yes, because I don't know how important morale is in fighting yet. Oh my god. Sacrifice. Okay, so that's not denarii, that's sesterity. I mean, I spend about combativeness 100. I don't know how much religion is gonna matter, so I'll do an expensive sacrifice. Because I really don't know how much this is all gonna affect things, so we're gonna do that. Minimum goal, the cohesion of your enemy must be 1200 or less at the end of the fight. Your cohesion must be higher than the enemy's. Okay. Alright, so here we go. We got actual fight here now. My cohort's not engaged yet. Okay, so that's all that stuff. The enemy has a spear and a shield. The morale is pretty low, though. Helvetian light infantry. Okay, so they're approaching. We're approaching each other. I am at the front, it seems. Before the hand-to-hand combat phase of a battle begins, your formation in the enemy line will exchange a hail of missiles. As usual, all checks involved will be based on two opposed 2d50 rolls. As a first step, you'll compete for the throw initiative. There are two possible approaches: throw normally and act in advance. You can see the details of their workings by hovering over their names near the switch that allows the selection. Okay. The leader is lacking the most in intellect. He's not a very smart leader, is he? If the sentry's throw is successful, individual characters can perform exceptional throws worth a small valor bonus proportional to their javelin skill. The same ability affects the chance of success as well, while the difficulty is increased by the enemy's range of defense. The character's morale and fatigue also play a part. If the damage inflicted by the original sentry's throw is reduced by the enemy's range defense, the individual rolls are even more difficult. If instead the sentry's throw is complete failure, there's a chance that single characters blunder their throw, resulting in a loss of valor. The higher the javelin skill of the thrower, the smaller the loss. Roll to avoid this penalty is based on the javelin skill, morale, and fatigue of the character. Your Opti and your signifier will not typically use javelins before battles, although they may use them in other circumstances. Okay, very interesting. Yeah, you're right. His leader does have lowest in intellect. Their troops' opinion, not too much either, compared to me, who... Oh, okay, well, sure, whatever then. Maybe not quite yet. Okay, so do we want to throw normally, or do we want to do, like, an advanced throw? Details of the workings by hovering over their names near the switch that allows for the selection. $24. Total 42. So throwing in advance is better for me? Because of my morale and the ground factor. That makes sense. So I should throw in advance then. They're in a loose formation. Yeah, so we'll throw in advance. As the two sides get closer and closer, your men prepare to throw their javelins at your command. The enemy will likely do the same. Act in advance. Oh. As the two sides get close, guys act in advance and surprise the opponent failure, 66 to 80. They got a slightly better roll than me. Damage inflicted 0. Septimus Albanius has bungled his throw. Valor -8. Okay. So they also failed. So now we're in melee. So melee, granted, is probably where we're going to be doing things the most. We got the high ground as well. Their fatigue is also pretty high. Alright, so to melee. Formation combat is divided into several melee phases of a few rounds each, interspersed by lulls. In these phases, I'm sorry about that. You will control your sentry as its cohort. The tactical unit it belongs to faces the enemy line. Bar at the top right starts full and slowly depleted as the melee phases pass. When it is empty, the battle has come to a natural end. Below, you can see the present status of your cohort. When it comes slowly disengaging, it means that you're close to the end of the present melee phase. This disengage is the last round. New stats: cohesion, equivalent of health for formations. Okay, when it reaches 0, a formation is routed. Happens to your sentry, it is game over. Max value cohesion determined by discipline. Each battle has a minimum goal that you should reach. If you can do more, all the better. But if you achieve minimum, you are doing well enough. Clicking the button with the standard at the top of the screen. So right there, okay. Another important stat is front. If a formation suffers cohesion damage and still has front points left, half the damage is absorbed by front. Max value is 25% of the current cohesion. There's a lot of stats with this, but I'm digging it. Front defense. Defense bonus provided by formation to the individuals in the front line. Normally for every 30 points of front, up to 300 for every 20 points above 300. 1 point of front defense is acquired. Further modified by other factors. Current commitment, lack of, and the use of pole weapons. Okay. At the beginning of each melee phase, determination is set to a base value equal to some morale and bravery. Plus further modifiers for high ground and def bonus. Subject major changes in accordance to the unfolding of the fight is per round basis. Okay. Each round is divided into 2 turns, one for each formation. The order is established before the beginning of the first round. 3 checks made of 2 opposing T do 50 rolls to gain momentum. There's 1 point of momentum to the formation, inflicts 4 points of damage to the opponent. Checks use a modifier that is obtained by comparing clash capacity. Exactly what composes the formation. Momentum of formation lasts until its next turn. At the end of each turn, and twice per round, the formation has more momentum, can try to press the advantage regardless of whose turn it is. Made by 2 advantage opportunity checks. Every successful attempt inflicts damage to enemy formation. The advantage is successfully pressed at least once. Individual conflicts can erupt. We'll see more about individual conflicts in another tutorial. 20 points of base damage are dealt to the opponent's cohesion. Okay. Acting formation can modify its commitment before attempting to gain momentum. Typically, the most aggressive commitment levels increase fatigue faster and are much less safe. They add a bonus to clash capacity when trying to momentum. More penalized when defending against an opponent that is trying to press the advantage. Same time, it's possible to give special orders hovering over the respective buttons. Side effect of commitment is a variation of imbalance, as long as imbalance remains between -5 and 5+. No consequences beyond those limits. Keep imbalance under control. Okay, at the bottom of the screen, you can find details about the characters belonging to your sentry, including yourself. As a centurion, you will not regularly rotate off the front line like the rank and file. You're expected to lead by example from the front. Battles can be long and exhausting, and it is most important that you manage your stamina wisely. Switch to Centurion in the panel lets you give a break every now and then when it is set up. Back will be treated as any other Legionary, not a formation. It will increase at half the normal rate, and you will not be involved in individual conflicts. On the other hand, if you do this too often or for too long, there will be negative consequences. 2 vertical progress bars next to switch indicate whether you're being too careful. Okay, so basically, just don't stay back too long. So I think we can be a bit fierce. I don't think we need to go all out, but they're going fierce, and I like to think we have more training than they do. Cause like, what do they have? They don't have much discipline. 2, they have 38, 37, 21. Okay, so actually we're gonna be cautious because they have a little bit more fight in them than we do, funnily enough. Or we could be steadfast. I guess we'll be steadfast. Seize the initiative success. Spearhead can be used once per melee phase. Figure selected spearhead will automatically be involved in individual conflicts and will accumulate 8 points of extra fatigue regardless of the outcome. Shield push. You know, individual conflicts, fatigue, blah blah blah, advantage, damage. Not allowed if commitment is very cautious. Cautious, fierce, all out. So we can only do that with steadfast. Look at my spearhead. Okay, I don't really think I need a spearhead. So we have initiative. Large enough to cause confusion. What's this up here? Front defense. They got front defense of 5. They're still fierce. We will. We'll have fierce commitment to this. We gotta start strong. Failure, success, failure. Damage inflicted 4. Okay, so we took 4 damage? Or did they take 4 damage? Okay, so we got success. We had success there. So sailing, kill a roll. At least one advantage opportunity check is passed. Individual conflicts ensue. So these are the individual conflicts. Each individual conflict takes the form of a threat roll made by the formation that uses the advantage opportunity. Roll will employ, among other things, a bonus called formation attack support. If 2 advantage opportunity checks are successful instead of just 1, the bonus is increased. The defender uses its strength defense value. Okay. Threat roll succeeds, the attacker will immediately attempt a kill roll. Although generally more difficult than threat rolls, kill rolls gain a modifier equal to the kill bonus. The weapon in each winning threat, the bonus is reset with the kill roll. Unless part of your sentry is to be expected during the difficult years ahead, do not throw away the lives of your men. You have a long campaign in front of you. Kill rolls use a slightly different set of modifiers from threat rolls. If the defender is using an aggressive commitment, has very low front, or its imbalance is beyond the threshold to cause penalties that need more individual conflicts. Okay. There's a chance, partially influenced by some of bravery values of the characters that occupy the front line, that an individual conflict concerns the centurion himself. One of his staff members or one of the noble individuals who is selected depends on a fighter's bravery. Use threat roll. Killing the opponent can be very difficult because of the brief duration of the fight. Purpose is chip away at your opponent enemy's cohesion with a good performance or limit of damage suffered. Be the fighter that belongs to the attacking side, enjoys the usual formation attack, support. Then values detracted from the opponent's attack, but photos also use the front. Okay, if the enemy is killed, another will take place from a second line, should a new fight occur. Okay. Let's see. Bass is gonna head out for now. Hope the fight goes well. Thank you very much, Bass, for stopping by. Hopefully you have a good rest of your day, friendo. Probably won't be streaming for too much longer. This probably is the last demo we end up doing today. But yeah, thank you very much for stopping by, dude, and hope you have a great rest of your day. And thank you for the redeemed hydrate. I will definitely do that. As well as thine posture check. This is very, very detailed, which I find really, really interesting. Imbalance +2. Suffers damage by individual conflict 6. Okay, so they have the advantage opportunity. Oh, they got 2 successes. Is involved in a brief fight. Fragonius Gaminicus. Careful. Regular. Rapid. Forceful. Grazed. Okay, we're going full irregular on this one. Alright, we close in. Okay, he's more defense focused. Big key stats in combat besides abilities and morale. Health stats and fatigue and max health is equal to constitution. cause loss of morale. Fatigue starts having a detrimental effect only when it reaches the limit shown to its current value. When that happens, you move to the next fatigue tier. There are 4 tiers. Heavy penalties, like every rule of the above. Okay. The acting order is determined by the fighter's quickness. In case of a tie, their coordination is used. Every time it's your turn to act, you can choose among several actions. Each action, aside from that, the open submenu is composed of main and check. Sometimes a secondary check. Check action aims for a specific body part. It has 2 checks. One determine whether the attack is successful, another bypass armor. It's a very detailed system. 2 50-sided dice twice, 1 for the active roll. You can pause. When the AI controlled fighters are acting, you can pause by pressing the space bar. You can see the exact computation of their modifiers. Okay. Normally, fighters can perform 2 actions per round. However, this can be affected by their speed factor. The one can be used. Change your attitude at the beginning of your turn for each round of combat with no cost. Besides your regular one, there are 3 more attitudes. One of your actions during the same round. Okay. Only effects can be activated on a fighter at a time. Extremely ineffectual by opponent who got too close. Okay. Performance score measures how well a fight is doing against each opponent. Stance damage, percentage of health. Okay. This is interesting. So we do want an offensive focus. Action modifier, sure. Since 2 actions add 14 defense until his next turn. Soft spot, what's this? Opens menu, it contains specific soft spot strikes. Health damage of the weapon is slightly increased. They're harder to perform successfully. Okay, so we're gonna attack. I think we can go for the head. Excuse me. Modifier -4, -32. Torso. I mean, he doesn't have anything on his torso. Yeah, we'll go for the torso. Ah, we grazed him. He's taking hits. His fatigue is high as well, and he's also lingering. Health below 100% because loss 2 combativeness. There's 2 combativeness. I mean, we gotta strike again, right? Oh, we could also intimidate. What's his bravery at? Does he have any? His bravery is pretty high, actually, surprisingly. I mean, he's Germanian, so I guess it makes sense. We'll do another strike. This time we aim for his head. Ooh, I got a bad roll. Boo, he defended it. And he recovers some of his stance. Oh, that's actually off my menu. That's off my menu. I can, oh, because I can do that. Okay, so I can trick him, but that's not gonna happen probably. I think we just keep beating into him. I think we have offensive focus. Resisted, losing only 4 stance. This is my stance, right? My speed factor. What was the 1 hour timer for? When even... So the 1 hour timer the 1 hour timer is mostly just a thing because I don't wanna play demos for too long. Apart from certain exceptions, we want to do like an hour roughly of a demo and then like moving on because I feel like a good demo should be able to hook you in within that hour. So unless the demo is a little bit shorter, I feel like an hour is roughly a good time to kind of give a demo. So you can tell whether the game's actually going to hook you or not. For something like an RPG like this, you can kind of go maybe a little bit over, but it won't be by much. So do we do a bit of a strike, or do we try a recover? Figured, where are we on this one? About 5 minutes left. Like I said, I might go a little bit over on this one just because it is an RPG. Maybe give it like an extra 10. We'll see. We'll do a bit of a recover. And then we'll go for a strike. Strike on the arm. Okay, we got a good hit in. We're inflicting damage on this man. Try to hit the torso. We're gonna try to kill him. Ah, boo. Boo, I say. First recover action next turn equivalent to an undisturbed recover in terms of both automatic success. Let's see then. Let's see. Benrafi lost stance. Where is my stance again? Is this my stance? Either attacker was attacked by an enemy. It's fatigue. Is fatigue? Well, he has more fatigue now. Oh, my stance is there. Okay. You're more open to attacking your opponent's strikes more easily averted. So let's go ahead and do a recover. Succeeded in recovering, so that is good. Okay, his combat outcome. Performance clear defeat for him. I got a clear victory, which is very, very nice. So good on me. Good on me. We didn't kill him, but we beat him up real good. Cohesion. Yeah, we'll keep things fierce. We'll keep things fierce. Damage inflicted 52. But suffered 3. Okay, so there's a bit of an imbalance here. Damage by individual conflicts. Advantage opportunity, okay. So lead by example, we got momentum, which is good. There's an imbalance. So we should maybe go into cautious next turn. Damn, we didn't even get it, man. Okay, so that's being a bit too cautious. Okay, okay, I see. So there is a balance to it. There's quite a balance to it. Like right now we're pretty imbalanced. To the point where they're gaining momentum, no clash. Okay, so far so good. It's too low for a clash to happen. Okay, because I want to bring this bad boy down a little bit. I might even put it at very cautious for a turn or two. Oh, we're disengaging. Okay. So I think I failed to meet my cohesion thing, which kind of sucks, but we're learning. I guess we're in a lull. I guess I don't think we're properly disengaging yet. So they are losing a fair bit more cohesion than us, I believe. How about them swans then? Well, what swans? What swans? Recent rotation bonus gain for the next melee phase. Here's an attempt to recompact the troops. Cohesion restored. That's good. Let's see. Jamber says, "God go Frag. Hope you have a good evening." Thank you very much, Jamber, for stopping by. Hope you have a great evening as well, my friendo. And we shall catch you later. Okay, so we're gonna go all out. I want to go all out. We're gonna slam into them. What's my fatigue at? Do I want Gaminicus at the spearhead? Yeah, thank you very much for stopping by. Hope you had a great time, and I'll catch you later, my friendo. I don't know. I don't know if I want to have a spearhead. I mean, he's gonna get extra fatigue. Yeah, timer's going off. We'll give it like I say another like 10 minutes. I think the demo is gonna be coming to an end relatively quickly. Okay, we don't need a spearhead. Okay, so we want to just slam into them. We want to hurt their cohesion. Oh yeah, kill roll. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, I'm involved in a brief fight. Okay, let's go then. So it might be the same guy we even fought earlier. Modified by -6. We'll just close in. Okay, so we'll go for offensive focus because I wanna slam into him. I wanna slam into him. Simple feint. Okay. Are you the same guy? I think you are. So it's feint. Open a menu. Specific feints. Okay, so we'll do a simple feint. Oh, 100? Oh, man. Misled. Ah, succeed. Okay, so our performance. I don't remember where that is. I think it's doing good, though. Then we'll do a nice aim for... Do I go for the head or for the torso? The greater good. The greater good. All right. We'll aim for the head. I'm feeling confident about that head. Oh, we hit his head. Oh, we're hitting him good. He had to recover for that one. Can we go for a soft spot, maybe? Maybe like a soft spot on the torso. Oh, look at us go, dude. We're hitting him. Oh, his health is going down. Keep the offensive focus going, man. We're not gonna... Yeah, we're not gonna even let him have a chance. We're gonna kill this man right here, right now. We're aiming for a soft spot again. On the torso. Oh yeah, soft spot. On the head. Farewell. Hey, we got a kill, first kill confirmed. Crushing defeat, he's dead now. It's good for me. Okay, so now we gotta fix the imbalance a little bit. Titus Claudius is involved in a brief fight. Okay, so him, I'm not as sure of because I haven't really been keeping up on him. He's very brave though. He's a very brave man. I mean, do we start with a feint? Offensive focus. Because we're here to kill. We're here to kill. We're here to kill. Okay, we resisted it. Now, I think do we also go for a feint? No, we go for a strike. Go for a strike on the torso. Okay, we hit him. We hit him, that's good. Now we'll go for a feint, a simple feint. Okay, he was misled. Ah, but he resisted it though. Okay, but we did mislead him. We did mislead him. Okay, he did recover. Okay, so I don't think we really need to worry too much about that. Can we do a bit of a strike again? I'm not too sure. Don't need to intimidate him. Do we go for another feint? I think we go for another simple feint. He's not gonna see it coming twice. Never mind, he saw it coming twice. And we'll just aim for the torso on this one. Yeah, that's right. That's right. We got him with the head. Okay, yeah, okay, I'm getting the combat down. I'm getting the combat down a little bit. Offensive focus. Do we go for another feint? No, I don't think we do. We don't go for a soft spot hit, or do we? Torso. Ah, damn, just barely defended. Okay, let's go for a base strike along. Or do we recover? Because we recover. We'll recover. Okay, not bad. Overwhelmingly defeated. Good job, Titus. You did good. Did very solid. Okay, so we do have an imbalance. So this is gonna make us like a bit more imbalanced. So I'm really, so one thing I need to do is I really need to kind of figure out how to do commitments a little bit better. What cohesion do I need him at? 2 or 1200 or less. So go down to fierce. We are going to be imbalanced, but that's fine. We're bringing their cohesion down. That's what matters. Didn't really have any advantages to press there, though. We are hitting their front pretty hard. I believe this is for us. Okay, so he's gonna refight again. Where he will... I mean, he's pretty fatigued. So we'll be forceful. We're gonna try forceful on this one. Gonna be a bit defensively focused. We're gonna have an offensive focus, of course. Misled me. But we did resist. Okay, good. We're going for the strike on the torso. Tied. Okay, I might just need to recover. We're gonna recover. Go with another offensive focus. Hard press. Now, I don't really have anything I can properly strike, though. Can I go for a soft spot? This is probably my best bet. Just go for the arm. Yeah, not that good. I might need to actually switch my thing. We'll go back to regular. We don't want to do any, and we'll recover as well. We'll do a quick recover. I want to be as off balance as possible. Rebound focus. Do another offensive focus. I know I failed my offensive focus. Okay, so Titus had a marginal defeat, so not too bad. We're not going to win every fight. The fatigue is getting there, though. Okay, so we need to back out. We have an advantage opportunity. Okay, so we're getting a lot of advantage opportunities. Damn. Just can't really do as much. Okay, now we gotta be a little cautious. Another advantage opportunity. Yeah, so we're getting the cohesion down. Damn. We're so close to getting it. Cohort is slowly disengaging. Okay, go back up to cautious. Okay, we are in a brief fight. Okay, so let's go ahead. Okay, so we're pretty fatigued. I guess that's true. I've been kind of at the front this whole time. Now, do I want a defensive focus? No, I think we go regular. I think we reg this out. Still gonna have a bit of a defensive or an offensive focus though. Okay, now can we feint? I think we have a good shot at a feint. We also have a good shot at a strike. Let's do a feint. Damn, just barely, just barely. Let's intimidate. Okay, okay. Okay, so we intimidated him. This is good. It's not really a lot of place for me to aim for. I think I just have to, like, aim for the torso. I gotta hope I get a decent roll. Okay, we did. Decent roll. Decent roll. We're doing good. We're doing decent. Speed factor. Okay. Let's go for another offensive focus. Let's just see if we can get it in. I don't care if we're fatigued. We're gonna bash him good. I'm Fragonius Gaminicus. I cannot lose. Especially in front of my men. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There we go. That's what we like to see. That's what we like to see. Modest victory. I'll take a modest victory. Yeah, we disengaged. This is fine. This is fine. Front is restored. First line has been rotated. Vision loss 16. Okay, we're still at the front, so we're just maintaining the front. Although we could go to the back and get some fatigue. We'll start this one out in the back. Okay, so we're gonna start all out. We'll go down to fierce. No, we start fierce. We start fierce. Fragonius isn't gonna need a spearhead. Okay. Okay, we're going back to the front. We can go back to the front. Okay, good. We're getting some kills in. That's good. Oh, their cohesion's down. Okay, so we've done all we need to do. We've done all we need to do. I know. I'm gonna go back. Ah, killer roll, yeah. Let's go. Oh, their front is losing it. Alright, we need you back in the front. Now we need to be steadfast. Damn. Damn, just barely hitting all of those. Okay, now how hard do we go in for the kill, I wonder? Defensive focus, of course. Undisturbed, we gotta go for it. We got now death feint. I'll do a death feint. Do a death feint. Oh yeah, misled. Yeah, big hit, big hit, big hit. That's what we're talking about. We're gonna put him. We're gonna put this man on ice. We're gonna go for the leg. Get his leg out. Oh yeah, he's gonna die. This guy's gonna die. He is going to die. There's nothing that can save him. Go for the head. Oh, it's over for you, my dude. It's over for you. Go for the head again. Oh, you're done. You're dead. All it took was 3 rounds. 3 rounds to have a crushing victory against the Helvetian light infantrymen. How is their morale doing? Still 35. Okay, so we are at an imbalance. So we gotta go a little bit cautious. Okay, my core is slowly disengaging. Okay, so we'll keep it at 5 roughly. We do want to do as much damage as we can to them. We're taking their front down quite a lot, actually. We're not hitting any of these threat rolls, though. Got one. Damn, we just... No kills, though. Can't get any kills with it. Okay, so they're very cautious. A bit of an imbalance. We'll go down cautious a little bit. Oh, they're being really cautious, though. I think we need to push into them. I think we need to push into them a little bit. Depends how this goes. Oh, we're getting kills. We're getting kills. Let's go. We're getting kill rolls in. Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, it's over for them. It's over for these. It's over for these Helvetii. It's absolute. It's Dunyan rings for them, man. They're not going back to their homes. A lot of people are gonna be fatherless today and husbandless. Offensive focus, just undisturbed. Not much they can really do. Okay, we'll do the usual deft feint. Okay, now we're putting them on. Oh, we're putting them on ice. Fatherless curs, indeed. We're gonna aim for the groin. Gonna hit him where it hurts. That's right. Another man is about to fall this day. We're going for the neck. You know what? We're just gonna go for the neck again. We're gonna go for that neck again. That sweet, juicy, succulent neck. Oh, it's over for you. You're done. Fragonius Gaminicus with another victory under his belt. Okay, we have to go steadfast. We gotta press the advantage. Their friends has crumbled. Their cohesion is non-existent at this point compared to us. Look at us. We're strong. The 11th Legion, man. The 11th Legion going hard. Oh, we're involved in another fight? Oh, my morale is huge. Their morale is nothing. Yeah, we can even go in. We can even go in forceful. At least I think we can go forceful. We're staying in this fight. We're stuck in. Okay, we're just gonna hit him like where we have the best chance at taking him out. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, now they're gonna be on the ropes. Now they're gonna be on the ropes. Now we can just do another strike to the torso. No, we're gonna get another kill under our belts, boys. It's over for them. They can't do anything. They can't do nothing. They can't even recover. Soft spot strike. What do you have? Hard pressing you. Hard pressing, so we didn't actually hit you. We'll go for another torso swing. Do you want to surrender? Do you want to surrender, Helvetian Light Infantryman? I don't think there's too much you can do. Because you know what? We're going for another strike to the torso. You defended? Ah, I see. You putting up a bit of a fight, are you? Are you going to live? Are you going to survive? Yeah, potentially one more shot, I think. We're going for the head. We're going for the head. Yeah, we hard pressed them. We hard pressed them. Alright, time to swing. Can we do a soft spot? Head strike. It's over for you. I'm sorry, Helvetian Light Infantryman. One more death in the Helvetian ranks. Yeah, we disengaged. Recompact. Encourage. I mean, we're doing really good. My combativeness is, I mean, we're content. I mean, we're doing pretty good overall. Individual encourage. Recipient, let's see, combativeness. Percept 0. charisma. We don't want to do any of these. I'm gonna encourage. Their combativeness is so low. Break is lasting longer than usual. Oh, do they not want to fight? Do they not want to fight? Do they not want to take me on? All right. We're hitting him hard and fast, man. We're going all out. I think we tied. Okay, never mind. Maybe we shouldn't go all out anymore. Bring it down to a fierce. Get advantage opportunity. Press it. Now we gotta keep pressing it. There we go. Okay, we're involved in another fight. Mommy, where's Daddy? He just went to the dairy for some milk, dear heart. But Mommy, that was 6 years ago. He's on this field right now. As a skeleton. Scary. Thank you very much for the hydrate and the posture check, by the way. I see. So I think the demo is gonna end after this fight. I think. I'm just waiting for the fight to finish. I don't remember how long they said it takes, but we almost had their combativeness down to 0, or the cohesion down to 0. So I mean, we're almost there. We're almost there. Do a simple feint. Hit the torso. We'll go for a torso swing. I do like how these individual combats are. There is something really interesting about it to me. I will say I do like this whole thing so far. Once again, I don't know how interesting it is for everybody else, but like I said, this one was more for me. To be honest, this one was more of a for me kind of thing, where I just really wanted this to be like really good. And admittedly, I'm really digging this. I think we'll talk more about this at the end, but I do think this is gonna be a game I'm probably gonna end up getting. Quite assuredly, I think. Alright, let's hit him for the torso. We're gonna take him out. Oh, wait, he's not dead yet. He's not dead yet. Well, now, guess what? You don't have any armor here, buddy. It's over. It's over for you. I'm getting my valor going up huge. Got huge valor. Okay, now I gotta start bringing it down a little bit. Got another advantage opportunity. Ah, dude, let's go. We're not hitting any of these turtles, though, but he's in a brief fight. So we don't really see Titus fight. Last time Titus fought, he didn't really get to do too much. But I guess he's fighting the same dude again, which is quite a coincidence, considering that was a few days ago. Now, I'm not really too sure. We'll do offensive focus, because I think we're the offensive guys. We need to go all in. He didn't even mislead me. We'll just strike. We'll just try to get him a bit off balance with a strike to the torso. He's hard pressed. We didn't actually get a hit in, but we'll try to do a soft spot strike to the torso. Okay, there you go. We hit him in his soft spot. Yeah, that's right. His morale is 3. Poor guy. He's afraid, man. He knows what's gonna happen to him. He knows it's over. He knows it's over. He knows there's nothing he can do. Sometimes you just gotta, sometimes unfortunately when fighting the Roman machine, you just need to know when it's time to die, like when it's time for you to just go back to the earth, It's kind of over for you, Helvetian Light Infantryman. You don't even have a name. Good job, Titus. Good job. You saved it from last time. I don't think he had a good victory last time. Oh, now Fragonius is in. Let's go in. Let's close in on this bad boy. Looking 24. 142 health. I mean, dude's got health, but I mean, he doesn't have the strength of Fragonius on his side. We got the Fragonius strength. In fact, we're just gonna go all in. We're just gonna aim for that torso. And then we're gonna do a little bit of a soft strike into the leg. He's not moving. He's not going anywhere. He's not moving at all. He's gonna he's gonna die. He's gonna die. Give him like a couple of rounds in combat with me, Fragonius Gaminicus. And you know, we're gonna make sure with an offensive focus, we're gonna make sure he goes down. We're gonna make sure he goes down. Gonna do soft spot torso strike. Oh, he defended. Well, look at you. You're actually starting to defend a little bit. Not too well though. Not defending well enough. I don't think he's gonna die. I don't think he's gonna die, but he's probably gonna have a really bad time later on. We'll do a headshot. Oh yeah. I don't know. He might live. Like he lives. He lives. But we got a crushing victory on him. He's wounded. Okay, now we need to start being a little bit cautious. We need to start bringing the imbalance down. Yeah, we can't commit. We gotta go low. We gotta go low. Get advantage opportunity. I think we're gonna be hitting them quite a lot. But we are disengaging. Oh yeah, their cohesion's like at nothing. We hit any of these, or we get into a fight, I think their cohesion's gonna break. I think their cohesion's done. I don't think there's anything they can do, especially if we had a second one. Ah, it's over. It's over. And we get into a fight. We get to finish this man off. I probably sound like a right evil bastard right now, don't I? Look, I'm Roman, okay? These people are beneath me. Yeah, like we have honor, but like I am Roman. You know, you think you can beat me? It's like, well, good luck. Good luck, buddy, you know? Like, this guy just doesn't stand a chance. Like, I'm sorry, but, you know, he's kind of dead. See, this is the kind of roleplay I get into. Okay, their cohesion's nothing. So I think, do we just win? Battle assessment, yeah. Yeah, we just absolutely crushed him. Valor, Caesar loves me. My men love me. I got awarded. Awarded Parasilver Armelier for my battle prowess, and I also got gold torques. The attackers withdraw in confusion and disperse. It is night when the fighting at the wagons is over. The remaining enemies surrender and are captured. And although many thousands have escaped, it is not yet time to give chase. You remain at the battle site for 3 days to take care of the wounded and bury the dead. Yes, we're gonna end relatively soon. As the loot of the battle is gathered, you have a chance to snatch a beautiful gold torque. I mean, I already have one. I'm gonna pass. I have integrity. On the 4th day, you resume the pursuit. The survivors have fled to the north, but the battle cost them their precious supplies, and they are too desperate to keep struggling. Their envoys meet your column halfway, offering an unconditional surrender. The Helvetii accept to return to their old settlements to the east beyond the Jura. They will hand over their weapons and a consistent number of hostages to ensure compliance. The former territory of the Helvetii must not remain empty. Should the dreaded Germany from across the Rhine decide to occupy it, if that happened, the safety of the Transalpine province would be compromised. I can't read now, apparently. You keep the vow that you made before the battle. What was my vow? I guess that was for the sacrifice. Oh yeah, it was for the sacrifice, okay. Points converted in everyday morale. Lingering fatigue is greatly reduced for everyone. Of the other tribes that accompanied the Helvetii on their invasion, only the boy are allowed to remain in Gallia. They are part of the rearguard of the enemy convoy and fought most valiantly. That we have offered to take them in and give them fields to cultivate. As for you, it seems you will stay this side of the Alps for a while yet. Caesar receives delegations from the many free tribes of Central Gallia. They have come to thank him for dealing with the invasion that threatened their people. But there's more to it. There's speculation that a general assembly has been called, but you have no idea of the reason. It is no use trying to pry information from the tribunes. They're tight-lipped on this matter. Receive a share of the loot. So I got my 500 back. So now you can up your stuff a little bit, which is kind of cool, including bravery. I will put my javelin up. I think that is just necessary. I'll have bravery a little bit more too. Sentry to receive. So my sentry received additional stuff too. Summon javelin. Honestly, they need a lot more stuff in general. We'll just see what this is, and then we'll probably call it there. So just pick out a notable individual. So charisma, strength, constitution. I want it to be strength. 3 enhanced, constitution, endurance. This guy's just gonna be our beefy boy. He's gonna be beefy. Better than average charisma, awareness, bravery, discipline. The worst ability, he's not gonna be very quick. Gonna skip no signal. I think you only had 2 hours left before this game. I had because I started this at what time? Because I have gone a bit over. I think I did go a bit over the even the extra 10 minutes. I just mostly wanted to finish that battle, to be honest. So Valor. He has negative Valor. That's kind of bad on him. But no, I usually like for the moment I've been ending a little bit early, and I don't know if I'd have enough time to properly get into no signal today. But I figure no signal can probably either it's gonna happen regardless, even if it's a recorded game session. I definitely want to get no signal done, because that one I actually do think it looks pretty good. I am very intrigued, and I do like me a good puzzle game. What can I say? Just trying to get a handle on plans. That's fine. I don't think I said anything about only having 2 hours left before this game. What time did I even start this game up? Let me think. Because I went for an hour, but I only started counting the hour when we actually got into the game proper. I don't remember. I don't quite recall. Anyway, at any rate, I do want to say that I do think this game is pretty solid. Sad I might get to, honestly, I might even get to the end of the demo on my own time, just because I am very intrigued by this game. I love Roman stuff. I think it's great. This so far, it's very interesting following an account of Caesar, right? And I am curious what might change during it. Is it going to be it's not going to be procedurally generated, but it seems like you're going to be able to do various things. I'm just not really too sure quite how, what, but this one, honestly, really good. I'm quite impressed. Once again, not entirely sure how fun it is to watch, but definitely a fun game to play. But I think it also depends. It depends if you're okay with something kind of slower, like an RPG. And if you're into Roman stuff, I think you'll probably like this especially, right? Yeah, so this game comes out in Q1 2025. Let me just reconfirm that. Q1 2025. As always, funnily enough, similar to games you played, Rome Total War 2 and Yes Your Grace, 2 games I mean, Rome Total War 2, Rome Total War 1, thumbs up to that. Rome Total War 2, need to replay it to see how I feel. I think it got a lot better, though. And then Yes Your Grace, which is a game I also love. So yeah, Q1 2025 is the release date. So we'll see sometime early next year. And as always, for the YouTube audience, when this gets uploaded to the YouTube, I will be putting a link to the game in the description, because, we want to show, we want to make it easy for people to go and wishlist the game or buy it if it's out by the time you watch this. I'll even just post it in the Twitch chat, just so anybody in the Twitch chat can also give it a look-see if they so choose. But yeah. Yeah, very, very good. Very, very good.